This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, I'm Sabrina Brown. It's great to have you with us. Topping the news tonight, members of the Honorary Consulars Corps were on Grand Bahama today. They were special guests of the chairman and executives of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, along with ministers of the government. During a luncheon meeting this afternoon, they were informed about the investment opportunities and the advantages of doing business on Grand Bahama. Shashina Roll reports.
Whether you agree or not, the island of Grand Bahama is like no other in the Bahamas. And today, members of the Honorary Consular Corps heard exactly what this island has to offer and the benefits of investing on Grand Bahama. During the luncheon, Chairman of the Grand Bahama Port Authority told the members that this island has a highly advantageous platform and a wealth of opportunities for investment.
Freeport has cultivated the perfect balance of sustaining a robust industrial sector, a mere 15 minutes commute from the most welcoming tourism, real estate and residential area, a combination unrivaled anywhere in the Caribbean. Ladies and gentlemen, there is enormous opportunity within the city of Freeport for entities looking to enter or expand further into North America, Caribbean and European markets. Freeport's location, infrastructure, low tax platform, complemented by our proactive economic and trade policies and investor-friendly environment, provides significant opportunity for reciprocity.
Also on hand was the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration, Fred Mitchell. He shared a new service that could be launched in immigration to facilitate local investments.
We're now thinking of setting up a separate office to deal, for example, with just those financial services products that are offered for our country, like economic permanent residents, those who want to invest, to have a separate office to simply deal on a customer service level with those people and those issues. So hopefully that develops within the next year to 18 months, certainly by the next budget cycle.
Driving home the point that Grand Bahama is the perfect place to live and do business was Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville.
The infrastructure, developed business center, ease for international accessibility, luxury residential choice, amenities and services for an exceptionally beautiful quality of life are just a few reasons why you should invest and encourage others to invest in the island of Grand Bahama. Nowhere in this region will you find a greater fulfillment than what you see here in Freeport, Grand Bahama. When you look beyond our beautiful beaches and our natural beauty of the Bahamas, you will find that Freeport is an extraordinary center for business and private investment.
So, from Grand Bahama's unique location to its robust industrial sector and its planned infrastructure, the Minister for Grand Bahama wrapped up by saying he is confident that these delegates will share the news on this extraordinary island. Shashina Roll, ZNS Network News.
This morning, members of the Honorary Consulars Corps visited the industrial park to get a better understanding of what Grand Bahama has to offer. Honorary Consul to Indonesia, Dr. Davidson Hepburn, was one of the officials on the tour.
Opportunity, because I think most people in the Bahamas and even in Nassau don't know what the honorary consul is all about. We have a plate that says HCC and a number, and I'm stopped over, and what does that mean? What does it mean? It simply means Honorary Consular Corps, and what we do is we represent a country. I can't name them all: France, Germany, Indonesia. We try to develop relationships with our country and that country. And for example, if there are persons who get into some difficulty from the country, we're here to try and assist.
Dr. Hepburn says the tour was very informative and he is looking forward to follow-up discussions to focus on investment opportunities in the Bahamas.
That was a very interesting tour, and it goes to show you what is happening in our country. We're doing a lot of things here that many people don't know anything about. We need to get back on the track of doing more public relations and getting people to know why we're here. I was very much impressed because I didn't know all of this was going on. Certainly we have a port like this in Nassau, But it's not the same kind of thing that we were doing there as you're doing here. And I heard so much that gave me a good idea about the comparison between the two reports.
The Grand Bahama Power is making headlines once again. This time, homeowners in a local subdivision are looking for financial relief. Residents of Schooner Circle in South Bahamia have reportedly been experiencing frequent power outages that have caused damage to their appliances, computers, and televisions. Homeowner Patrick McDonald says they have had to contend with this problem for more than 5 years, particularly during adverse weather. He says they made numerous complaints to Grand Bahama Power Company, but were told that the company was not at fault.
When these complaints are made generally to Freeport Power, it is often ruled as an act of God. And so when there is truly an act of God, there's really nothing you can do about it. You can't hold Freeport Power accountable. But what has manifested itself that I got a bit tired of it, and I've decided to carry out on my own investigation.
That investigation, according to McDonald, uncovered that the power problem was not due to an act of God.
It has more to do with a lack of preventive maintenance on their system. There was a severed neutral line, which means it erodes the protection of the high power line coming in the area. So once we would have experienced what we experienced last week Saturday, and the lightning would have hit, the power would have traveled up and down that line with no protection. And because no protection descended to ground, it sent it to residents, televisions, appliances, etc., etc.
McDonald says finally he spoke with an executive at the power company, Paul Lockhart, on Monday, who said he was not aware of this long-standing issue. However, he promised to give the matter urgent attention, and he did. McDonald says on Tuesday morning, technicians were dispatched to the area to begin the corrective measures. While McDonald says he's grateful that steps were taken to resolve the issue, he has this bit of advice for the power company.
My humble advice to Freeport Power is to step up your preventive maintenance program to ensure that your system is properly protected and the residents are protected from having their appliances blown, and you have to have this fight about who was right and who was wrong. In this case, it is clear what has happened.
Some 21 homes are located in the Schooner Circle area. McDonald is hoping that once technicians complete the work, residents will be compensated for their losses. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of a man in the 8 Mile Rock area. The man's body was found on the side of the street last evening. Police say there was a traffic accident in the 8 Mile Rock area. Officers responded and discovered the body of a male clad in a dark blue sweater and pants with apparent injuries to the body. An autopsy will be performed to determine the exact cause of death. Police are appealing to anyone with information that could help with this investigation to contact them at telephone numbers 350-3107 or 8, 911 or 919. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues in a moment.